Alright guys, this is Fact Core. In this video, I am talking about the story summary of GTA 5. We all have completed the GTA 5 campaign, but not all of us play for the story. Some people just grind GTA Online, and some people only want to play the single-player missions without worrying about what's going on in the story. But after 13 years of its release, let's go through the GTA 5 story in English. Usual begging for likes and subscribe before the video starts. Now, let's begin. Our story starts in North Yankton in 2004. Michael Townley, Trevor Phillips, and their third partner Brad Snyder are performing a bank heist. These guys are master-level heist players. But this heist feels a bit fishy, because suddenly everything starts going wrong. The FIB, which is the GTA version of the FBI, shows up during their escape. During the chaos, the FIB snipes Brad and Michael, while Trevor manages to escape in the confusion. But here's the twist. Michael Townley is presumed dead, and he even gets a proper funeral. Trevor believes that Michael died during the heist. At the same time, he thinks Brad was arrested and sent to prison. However, the truth is completely different. Michael actually betrayed his crew. He made a secret deal with FIB agent Dave Norton. Dave offered Michael witness protection in exchange for helping them catch Trevor and Brad. In return, Michael's criminal records would be erased, and he could start a completely new life. Michael accepts the deal mainly because of his family. So Michael fakes his death and enters witness protection. Now, after 9 years, in 2013, Michael changes his name from Michael Townley to Michael DeSanta. He moves to Los Santos and lives in a luxurious house with his family. But life isn't perfect. Like many families in Los Santos, Michael's family has serious problems. His relationship with his wife Amanda and his children is very unstable. Because of this, they regularly attend therapy sessions. Meanwhile, we are introduced to Franklin Clinton and Lamar Davis. They both work for a corrupt car salesman who tricks people into buying cars with extremely high interest rates. Michael's son Jimmy buys a car from this same dealership. The salesman sends Franklin to repossess the car even before the payment deadline arrives. Franklin steals the car, but while driving, he suddenly realizes that Michael was hiding in the back seat the whole time. Michael forces Franklin to drive back to the dealership. Then he crashes the car straight into the showroom as revenge for scamming his son. Because of this stunt, Franklin loses his job. Later, Franklin meets Michael again and asks him if he has any work for him. During their conversation, Michael suddenly receives a call from Jimmy. Jimmy is in serious trouble. He had secretly sold Michael's yacht. Now he is stuck on the yacht while the buyers are trying to escape with it. Michael and Franklin chase the yacht on the highway. Franklin climbs onto the moving boat. He saves Jimmy, and the two of them successfully bring him back safely. This moment builds trust between Michael and Franklin. Slowly, they begin to work together as partners. But Michael's personal life gets even worse. He discovers that his wife Amanda is cheating on him with their tennis coach. Furious, Michael and Franklin chase the coach to teach him a lesson. They arrive at a mansion. In anger, they destroy the entire house by pulling it down with a truck. However, they soon realize something terrible. The mansion actually belonged to Martin Madrazo, a powerful Mexican drug lord. Martin Madrazo is extremely angry about the destruction of his property. Instead of killing Michael, he demands that Michael pay for the entire mansion repair. Michael is already drowning in debt. He knows only one way to make fast money. He contacts his old friend Lester Crest, a genius hacker who helps plan heists. Together, they plan to rob a jewelry store. Michael recruits Franklin for the job. With a hired crew, they successfully complete the heist. During the robbery, Michael says his famous line to the security guard, "You forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them." This line is broadcast on the news. Meanwhile, far away in Blaine County, Trevor Phillips is running a criminal empire involving meth, cocaine, and weapons. When Trevor hears that famous dialogue on the news, he becomes suspicious. That line was Michael's signature phrase. Trevor had believed Michael was dead for 9 years. Now he realizes Michael might actually be alive. Trevor begins searching for Michael in Los Santos. While searching, Trevor causes chaos everywhere. He eliminates multiple rivals, including the Lost Motorcycle Club, including Johnny Klebitz, several Latin American gangs, the O'Neill brothers, Merriweather Security Forces, Chinese crime boss Wei Cheng, Eventually, Trevor tracks Michael down and reunites with him in Los Santos. However, Michael's family problems reach their peak, and his family temporarily leaves him. At the same time, a corrupt FIB agent named Steve Haines starts using Michael, Trevor, Franklin, and Lester to perform illegal missions for the government. They steal funds from the rival agency IAA to help the FIB gain more power. Later, the IAA tries to manipulate the government by secretly allowing a dangerous nerve agent to fall into terrorist hands. Their plan is to request more funding afterward. The FIB wants to steal that nerve agent first. To finance this operation, the crew robs a Blaine County bank. With that money, the FIB purchases helicopters and equipment for the mission. The team successfully infiltrates the lab and steals the nerve agent. Meanwhile, Steve Haines almost gets caught by the IAA. He has to inject himself with a drug to avoid suspicion. Later, Steve introduces Michael to billionaire businessman Devin Weston. Weston offers Michael a new job with Michael's favorite movie producer, Richard Solomon. Michael becomes an associate producer in a new movie project. However, Weston secretly plans to sabotage the movie to collect insurance money. Michael refuses to let that happen. Weston's assistant, Molly, tries to escape with the film reel. While running inside an airplane hangar, she accidentally falls into a plane engine and is killed. Michael recovers the film and saves the movie. This makes Devin Weston furious. Meanwhile, Trevor kidnaps Martin Madrazo's wife after a dispute about payment for another mission. Because of this, Michael cannot safely enter Los Santos until Trevor returns her. Trevor eventually steals a gold statue from a Merryweather train. He gives it to Michael so they can repay Madrazo. Trevor finally returns Madrazo's wife, allowing Michael to return to the city. But Trevor's trust in Michael starts breaking. Trevor remembers Brad and asks an important question. If Michael is alive, then who is buried in his grave? Trevor travels back to North Yankton and discovers the shocking truth. Brad was the one buried in Michael's grave. Michael had betrayed them all. After learning the truth, Trevor stops trusting Michael. Soon after, Trevor's Chinese rivals kidnap Michael, mistakenly believing he is Trevor's girlfriend. Trevor initially says they can do whatever they want with Michael, but eventually, Franklin and Lester help rescue him. Meanwhile, Steve Haines fears the IAA is investigating him. He forces the crew to break into FIB servers and delete evidence. During this mission, Michael secretly deletes his own new crime records to free himself from Haines' control. Later, Franklin's friend Lamar gets kidnapped by rival gang member Stretch. Despite their tension, Michael and Trevor help Franklin rescue Lamar. Soon, all agencies turn against Steve Haines. During a massive confrontation between the FIB, IAA, and Merryweather, Trevor saves Michael. He tells Michael that only Trevor has the right to kill him. Despite their hatred, they agree to do one final job together: the Union Depository heist, also known as the Big Score. With Lester's planning, the crew infiltrates the building disguised as security workers. They successfully steal tons of gold from a vault. But the story isn't finished yet. Devin Weston wants revenge on Michael and orders Franklin to kill him. FIB agent Dave Norton also pressures Franklin to kill Trevor. Franklin chooses the death wish option. Instead of killing his friends, Franklin calls Lester and reunites the crew. Together, they fight waves of Merryweather soldiers and eliminate all their enemies. Franklin kills Wei Cheng. Trevor snipes Steve Haines. Michael eliminates Stretch. Finally, the three of them kidnap Devin Weston and kill him, ending the conflict once and for all. Dave Norton then helps erase their remaining criminal records. Michael, Trevor, and Franklin go their separate ways, not as enemies, but as friends. And that's the end of the GTA 5 story. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content.